Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over how to farm rogues. Now, I do die a couple of times in this video, as farming rogues, not really something that I'm really good at, but also it shows you that they are kind of hard, and if you rush it, like I tried to do in the video, you will more than likely die. So take that as a lesson, but if you take your time, you're nice and slow, you use the right weapons and the right ammo, and you hold the right angles, and you know where they can spawn, and you know what to keep clear, and as long as you're holding the rooftops right, you should be able to clear it out. But I will recommend, it's a lot more fun and a lot easier if you bring a friend with you. But with that being said, you can definitely still do it as a solo. So let's get into it. So lads, when you're farming rogues, basically 308 is your best friend. In my opinion, 308 MDR, pretty much about as good as it gets for killing rogues, because if you end up getting into a close quarters fight with somebody who's pushed into one of your warehouse buildings, you can switch it to full auto and use it CQB. As far as ammo recommendations, M80 does the job just fine, but you got to be shooting for the head. M62, of course, M61, of course, M993, of course, it's all going to work really well. Other options of guns that you can use, you can also use the RFB. The RFB works really well. You cannot go wrong with it. Great, cheap, budget gun. Shoot them in the head. Down they go. Anything that uses M80s, to be honest, will clean up all of this content for you, no problem. You can also use the Vepr Hunter. All you got to do is, you can do this, honestly, even with just a PSO scope and a 10-round mag. You can do it no problem with a Vepr Hunter as well. Or, if you're not a fan of 308, you can also, of course, use the SVD. You can mod this however you want. It's completely up to you, obviously. But another great budget gun that people sleep on is the SV98, and all you're going to want to do is get the 1P69 mount and take off, what is it, like the rear side, I think. So you're going to grab this mount and then the 1P69 scope. This scope is literally perfect for farming rogues, and this gun setup is like, I want to say like 50 or 60k. Super cheap. Stick whatever ammo in it you want, pretty much, and you will one tap the rogues absolutely no problem. And then just, you can just go with just this, farm them from a distance and be really safe about it, or you can do it with like, you can bring a sidearm with you. I probably wouldn't really recommend a pistol, maybe just like some kind of small AK with like decent bullets in it, but the SV98 also works really well. So those would be my gun recommendations. Anything less, I wouldn't really recommend using 545. Wouldn't really recommend using 556. If you have a 338 Lapua, for that one dickhead in the comments who's going to say it, of course the 338 is going to do well. So yeah, these are my personal picks of choice as far as guns that you should be using to farm rogues. All right, so here we are along the beach. You're going to want to run up here to this rock. And what I normally do is I'll just like duck down behind the rock and I will scout and see if there are any rogues up on any of the guns. And there appears to be... I think that might have been a rogue. It could also have just been a regular scav, but it doesn't look like the rogues in the guard towers are there. But when you move up here, basically all you're going to want to do is check here. Check the gun, check up here, check the tower, check this tower as well, and then you're pretty much good to go. You can run up the beach pretty much for free. However, if you don't see the rogues in the towers and you're reasonably sure nobody else has been here before you to clear it out, you're gonna want to keep an eye on the towers as you're moving up, because the rogues can just wander up there and just, you know, kill you while you're crossing on the beach. So just keep an eye on that. So after you've crossed the beach or the little junk bridge, what I normally do is I'll come up here, jump up onto these rocks. This part you kind of want to do quickly, and I'll look over onto this roof and see if there's a rogue on the gun. Normally the rogue will be right there, but it looks like he's already been killed. And then you can scan the rest of the compound just to have a quick peek. As you can see, there's a rogue all the way over there. We'll try and take him out. Yeah, I missed. So if you hit the rogue at all, they'll get off the gun. But you just need to remember that if you shoot a rogue once and they do get off the gun, they're gonna come back. So if these towers are clear, you're pretty much good to go and run up. But there can be a rogue right in here to your left on the tent, or by the tent rather. I'm not sure what the thing I killed here was. This is... yeah, this is a rogue. So I've never actually seen them outside the wall before, so that's interesting. So just gonna have a quick loot. This guy had an AKM. If they have AKMs, you want to check for BP, which this guy does have. So make sure you grab that before you head in. And then what I like to do is I'll run over here to the left. And I'll just show you guys real quick because there can be a rogue like right here. And he can be a little bit awkward. So if you want to lure him out, just bring a grenade with you. If you throw a grenade, you can make the rogues reposition. It makes it really easy, especially if you're trying to clear this compound from the other side. You can come in here, loot all this, check the weapon crates and stuff. Check the jacket and stuff. If you want to be a really risky boy, you can run down here, but this is often the first thing that gets looted. A lot of rare spawns on this table. Then if we run down here, run to the right. On this table here as well, you can get like, I think bitcoins and aces and all that kind of stuff as well. But just make sure you're keeping an eye on that roof. And, where is it? That roof over there. Because you can get shot as you're crossing if you're trying to run through like the center. And also these rogues do eventually respawn as well. So as you're moving around and farming and doing whatever, you want to make sure that you're, clearing the rooftops as often as possible. Because it literally takes like 1 or 2 shots from any of the mounted guns on the rooftops and you're dead. So what I like to do then is run up to this building. And I'll come over here to the... Oh, getting shot at by a player. He appears to be over on the north road somewhere. So that's fun. Yeah, this is the joys of like recording during a live raid. It's always very fun. But normally what I like to do here is I'll move up to that black car and I'll clear the rooftops over there and over there. But since there's a PMC behind me here, I don't really want to stand behind it and try and take shots. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to run in here. And just get to cover. So rogues don't normally spawn in here. They do an offline mode for some reason, which is why I'm recording this in a live raid. I tried to record in an offline mode, and there was just rogues spawning in like the strangest places. It was very weird. Also, that player out there on the rocks, he's probably leveling his sniper skill. This is how a lot of people are doing it for this wipe. It makes it very, very easy for you to get basically a bunch of free kills, because if you're at like in certain spots, the rogues just won't shoot you. Which is great. You can also check these shelves here for like intel spawns and other random assorted loot around here. Up on top of these walkways and stuff as well. Over there by that dead body, there's other loot spawns too. And then if we come over here, or is it this warehouse? No, I think it's the next warehouse. You can get oh, hear that? So that's the rogue on this side of the building, who you can't see from the other side. So yeah, you see this rogue here? Normally this guy will be on... Oh, that's why, I guess. So there was another rogue on that mounted gun. So I believe these ones were cleared earlier because they would have shot at me while I was crossing. So this must mean like the second wave of them spawned in, I guess. So you always want to make sure you clear that before you walk out here. Because once we get to that corner there, we're going to have to run, because this player over here that's sniping might catch us on the backside while we're trying to move across. Just looking across at that other building there. Might as well clear them out if I can while I'm safe here. So there's a rogue right there. I don't really know what distance this guy's at away from me, but just gonna YOLO a shot or two over there. I can't do it. My feckin' stamina's ruined. So this one up here on the roof, you got to be careful of, because obviously we have to push back this way in order to get to the other warehouse building. So I'm going to move over here behind this white truck. If you keep moving back, you will eventually see the top of his head. Looks like he is not there right now. And I don't really want to be standing out in the open because of that player over there on my right. But what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to have a quick peek over here. See where the rogues on the road are. It doesn't look like they're out. So if the rogues aren't on the road, you're usually safe to cross here over to these containers. At least that way you've got like a little bit more cover. And since we killed the ones on the roof here, it makes our approach like way, way easier. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and figure out where the rogues are, because if they're inside, that means we're going to have to bait them out. But you got to be careful. They can be over by the red truck as well. And also, while we're at it, we should probably kill the rogue that's on the roof behind us here, because he can still shoot us. I don't see him. I did hear some shots, so there's a chance he might be dead. So I'm just going to try and carefully make my way up here. And hopefully there's some living rogues here that I can kill. Meanwhile, keeping an eye on that rooftop over there. All right, let's have a quick peek in here and see if there's any. Yep, there we go. So the rogues are going to push outside now. All you're going to want to do is sit here, hold an angle, wait for them to walk out. Not miss your shots like I am. Gonna back up here and put in a new mag. Stand here, wait for him to stand up. Hopefully not get shot in the face. Took a lot of damage there. Kill that one. Oh, and I'm dead. So I might have been shot from behind there. I think that was somebody on the other side. But that's, yeah, killed by a player. But that's the general idea of farming them from that side. You can run back to the containers that I was at, but obviously you've got to watch out for players, you know. All right, guys, so here we are. We're just going to cross the bridge here from the little Svetli village. Shoreline extracts over there. Rogue place is over there. Hillside houses are like up over there. And all we're going to want to do is run along this road past the bridge until we get to the blue fence. This is how you enter the rogue camp from the other side. This is the way that I normally do it. So hopefully I can get through. Show you guys how to kill him. Let me just quickly dispatch these 2 PMCs before I do. Oh, hang on, there's a third. Anyway, I'm just gonna run down the road. Let that guy ditch his teammates' gear, I guess. And all you're gonna want to do is run straight down this little path here. And you want to keep an eye up here ahead of you for the rogue that's up on the roof there. So if you don't see him, you're good to move up. If you do see him, you have to kill him. Otherwise, he will kill you while you're running up here. The guy's an absolute chad. And if you don't see him, there's a chance that there might be somebody ahead of you. Sometimes he can be behind those air conditioning units, but it just looks like he's not there right now. Either that or he's dead. So that means that there's a decent chance that there might be somebody ahead of us. While you're here, also take out the gunner on that roof. It'll make your life easier when you move through this building. You can snipe the rogues through these gaps in the walls, but like there's safer places to do it. So all you're going to want to do is run all the way down here. Come through this hole in the wall. Stick to the right. The reason why you want to stick to the right here and sit behind this truck is you kind of want to clear this building out before you push into it. Because you like anybody can run up here as long as you've killed that one on the roof. So just want to make sure there's no players here ahead of you, you know, just be a little bit careful about it. And then right in here, there's a rare item spawn. So cyclones, vertexes, all that kind of stuff. You can get that there. And like the offices up the stairs as well have like intel spawns and stuff like that too. All around the floors in here, all kinds of random miscellaneous expensive like industrial loot and stuff. So you can loot the floors around in here if you want, but I usually ignore most of that and I just go for the rogues. So coming up here, what I normally do is if there's anything up on the roof is I'll do like you know, like a lean peek through it. You know, if another rogue moves up to the roof, you can shoot them through the gap in the door. Yeah, just like this guy. Take him out. So really nice spot, shooting them through the door. And you can do your slow lean peeks to take them out like super easy. And then I slowly just kind of walk out here, clear it out. Make sure you clear this whole end of the road because the rogues can literally just be sitting there. If you're all clear, I normally move up to this white van. Again, clear all the angles. And then make sure you have a peek down the road because they're often just like chilling down there. So gonna watch out for that. And then if it seems clear, again, just keep moving to the right. because if they're not down the road, they're probably still inside of the building. So just run over here, do some walking, see if you get shot at, see if any of them get upset with you. And if you're not hearing anything, you're probably clear to go for the moment. There was just a rogue up on top of one of those guns on the other building, so I guess he just got taken out. So normally what I like to do here is I'll run down here, and then I'll, yeah, there they are. And just in doing that and walking up, you kind of pull them. And then I run all the way back down here. You wanna kind of keep your distance from these guys. And then from here,
that guy over there.
You can either go to this container or you can stay behind the truck. It's pretty much up to you. But at this point, this is where you want to be like as careful as possible. This is where shit gets like really sketchy. So you just want to be patient. Take them out one by one. Don't overextend too much.
I see.
So there goes two. That guy just took like 2 or 3 headshots, but that's fine. And that's 3 taken out. Watch when your left side peeking here, because you're exposing yourself quite a bit. And there goes another rogue.
Enemies.
And they will shoot you through the windows of the cars and stuff, so just be really careful about that. It always feels terrible to get one tap through that shit. Oh, yeah. And if they're locked onto you like that as well, just don't re-peek it. I should have hit a painkiller before I started doing this as well. That's my bad. And now, if you want to say, for instance, you know, get that guy to move, just throw a grenade. And that'll make him move out of that spot to somewhere that'll be, like, you know, a little easier for you to get a better angle on him, you know? So now, I just saw him walk into the warehouse, I think. Either that or he went all the way to the left. Now, before we move on here, I'm just going to quickly fix my arm. You got to watch that door behind you too, because players can push through, but this raid seems very quiet. There might be people pushing from the other side, but if we die, we die. You know, it's EFT things. My own fault for not clearing this faster. It's all kind of about speed. All right, let's get my arm back on. Kill this last rogue before anybody else rolls up. Then we'll have a look at the loot. All right, where'd you go, my friend? Also, remember, keep an eye on the rooftops, just in case they respawn. Gonna move up a little bit here. A little bit more aggro. What's up over there? I can't tell where he is. I think he's in the warehouse, but I'm just gonna run up here and YOLO it.
Scavs here.
And I'm dead. Fuck! I'm so bad. But yeah, that's why you want to stay back and behind cover while you're killing rogues. Oh my god, I'm so bad. M855, by the way, through attack tech. Feels good. Sir, I'm going to need you to get down. Alright, let me see if I can pull them here real quick. See if I can figure out where they are. Yeah, so the last thing you want to do here is like run in any bit deep. You do that, you're probably gonna die. because you need to pretty much run as quick as you can. So just because I can't see them inside and I can't seem to aggro them to me, I'm gonna run down here because I reckon they're just sitting out the back. We'll try and kill them from this corner again. And since we came from this side, there's obviously less of a chance that we're gonna get shot in the back here. So let's see if we can kill him from here. Better take out this guy first. Okay, that's perfect. So because I've killed that rogue right there, the other rogues are going to come and investigate. So if I wait long enough, they should be convening by that door any second now. And because they haven't seen me yet. Oops. They're not like aggroed, you know. They are now, but... Oh, jeez. I'm not sure why I un-ADS there. I've been having these weird instances. I think it might be my mouse, maybe. But I'm gonna run all the way back here, put my arm back on. I also got like a pretty unfortunate stutter there. which isn't great. It's not what you want when you're fighting rogues. Stutters are very bad. So I'm just gonna prone here, put my arm back on, and then we'll run back up and take out the last one. I'm gonna pre-paint as well before I run up there, which is always a good idea. All right, so the painkiller. And I don't think that... I think that rogue is going to stay by his dead homies' bodies. I don't think they really hunt you. I know that when they're in a group, they'll try and like surround... They'll try and like surround you and shit, but... I just heard one of them screaming. So, let's see if we can take this guy out. Hopefully he's lost aggro a little bit. He won't be ready to pop us as soon as we peek out. All right, this is the worst thing that can happen when you just can't see him. Because now I have no idea where he is, so I'm just gonna move up, try and keep an eye on the roof over here, make sure that the rogues don't respawn. I reckon he's probably gone around the right side of the building. If he hasn't gone to the right side, then he's more than likely just gone back inside. Which they do like to do, so I'm gonna move up to this truck. Try and clear as many angles as I can before I push up. And this rogue has left me no choice but to go back inside. See if I can find him. So... this is pretty much like the last thing you want to do, because rogues can like obviously just laser beam you through any kind of obstacles and shit. This is like worst case scenario. You don't really want them coming in here, but looks like he didn't. So that probably means he's on the side of the pipe. I'm just gonna jump up on here, and again, oh, carefully clear the angles as safely as possible, and there he is. That should be the last rogue. And before you start looting, guys, remember, clear the rooftops. If you don't clear the rooftops, that'll probably be one of the main reasons why you die. So now's the fun part. Now's the time you get to look at your loot. This rogue doesn't really have much. Always take the M67s, usually worth a decent bit of money because of the trust regain quest. So what we're mostly looking for from these rogues is nice armor and these AKs, because they always have EP rounds. The 7.62 meta is very strong right now. Grab these, grab a smoke grenade just in case. You never know when you might need a smoke. Another AKM. Looks like we're gonna... oop. And we're... yep. And that's why you want a painkiller, because now we're getting shot at by a player who's been coming from the other side. If I had to put money on it, I would say it's a PMC. As far as where he is, I have no idea. Oh, he's over there. Yeah, he's like fighting somebody else now, so gonna just grab this, grab the XLs, quickly loot this dude. Zenitco AK. Looks like there's Eagleneck in this one, so let's grab that real quick. Eagleneck's okay. It's not great, but it's better than taking nothing with you. So now that we've looted all those rogues, I'm gonna run over here, get behind the containers, and if you want to do any loot organization, this is a pretty good place to do it, covered by bushes and all that kind of stuff before you make your final way out. Now, how do I get out of here, Twizzler? Well, you've got two main ways. If you brought money, like I didn't because I'm an idiot, you can take the car extract. So the car extract is where a lot of people will easily slip their way out of the raid. Where we are right now, this is the main road above the rogue camp. The car is all the way up there at the end of the road. If you run up there and you just scope in up to the end of the road, you can see the Uber. And just for a reference point, we're over at the train station right now. So here's the train station. The north extract is that way. The Uber is all the way up there at the end of the road. Just bring rubles with you. Hey lads, so I'm back. I'm just going to show the extracts again. All the way up there at the end of that road is where the Uber is. So you can take the car extract in order to get out. If you run down this way, the safest way to get out, you want to make sure that roof is cleared. You want to make sure that roof behind you is cleared before you run up here. And then there's a little hole in the wall over here. Or the gate even. There's a hole in the wall further down, I think. Yeah. And all you're going to do is you're going to run through here, through the train yard. Not get killed by a scav with an SKS standing there. Dude, I swear I couldn't see him. You're going to run down here. Run past the entrance to the warehouse. Come out of the crack in the wall here. And then basically all you're going to want to do is run all the way down to the truck there. If you have the Northern Road extract. So if you don't have the Northern Road extract, all you want to do is you go towards the Uber and you follow the mountain road across. And you basically keep to the left. And that'll essentially bring you straight to the path to Shoreline extract. Which I believe is always open. So I did happen to run into a landmine while I was running here in an offline raid to show you guys the extracts. So I'm sorry about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As you can see, I died 3 times trying to record this. Farming rogues can be hard. The XP is okay. The loot's okay. If you get nice armor, it's definitely worth it. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely easier to do with a squad. I would recommend doing this with at least a duo, because then you can have one person spotting. You know, you can have somebody covering you, watching different angles while you're healing or doing whatever, because you will lose limbs and stuff while you're farming the rogues. But that's pretty much it, lads. So this should be more or less everything you need to know about farming rogues. Most important thing, keep the roofs clear. Don't re-peek. And take your time. All right, lads, and there it is. That is how you farm rogues on Lighthouse. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Hopefully you found it inspiring and you're going to go try and farm some rogues yourself if you were afraid of them before. Just remember, there's a bunch of budget options you can do. Just got to stay slow, take it nice and easy, and if you're having a tough time with it, bring a friend with you. So lads, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below. Let me know what videos you want to see in the future. And check out all the socials linked down in the description. And of course, come check out the live stream where all of this beautiful stuff happens live. This video was in fact filmed in front of a live audience. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.